has arrived on Smackdown Live. Kevin Owens will finally get his chance at revenge at Fastlane. Brian Cage decimates yet more names. The Machine runs rampant again. AJ Styles and Finn Bálor agreeing that it is time to end it. It is time to finish this off. It is time to decide who will face Jay White for the Intercontinental title of Fastlane. Dirty Deeds! It will be Ambrose versus White for the Intercontinental title. Hello everyone and welcome. This is Smackdown Live. It is the go-home edition of Smackdown Live before the Fastlane pay-per-view. We are here in Albuquerque, New Mexico for one last road, one last straight line push towards Fastlane itself, and what may be for one last time as well. Finn Bálor is in the ring with a member of the Originals. He faces the underboss Bad Luck Fale later on tonight, and you better believe Fale ain't gonna be alone on that one. And a warning, as always, from the Black Card as well to get us going here on Smackdown Live. Tommaso Ciampa may not be a Fastlane in terms of in-ring action, but that doesn't mean that he could sneak his way into the ring during that matchup between CM Punk and Kazuchika Okada and look to leave as the WWE Champion. He said it himself, always keep an eye over your shoulder for Ciampa. Nevertheless, we kick things off here with our edition of SmackDown Live in terms of in-ring action with a guy who you never really need to keep an eye over your shoulder for, because he'll come charging at you face first. I don't mean anyone insanity in that regard. It is Killian Dane who's in action here tonight. And he will be going one-on-one against Eric Young's opponent at Fastlane. In case you didn't know who that was, you might need reminding. It's the Machine himself, Brian Cage, stepping into the ring once more. He has made a knack of destroying sanity now. Last week it was EY and Killian Dane and Robert Roode. 2 weeks ago it was Eric Young. 3 weeks ago it was Eric Young. And that may all well come to a closing this Sunday at Fastlane when Eric Young and Brian Cage step into the ring as alongside, against one another, my apologies. And Brian Cage will be in his first match of the pay-per-view. He will be in a no disqualification match with Eric Young, but let's be real here. He will be thrown around the ring. Well, Eric Young. Because Brian Cage is going to walk in, look at Eric Young, look at all the weapons around him and think, well, this is easy, and just destroy Eric Young. Eric Young's main hope is going to come down to the fact that there are no DQs and no countouts in that matchup, so he's probably going to have to rely upon sanity to help him out. And even then, the only member of Sanity who might do a job against him is Damian Priest, and as we saw last week, and as you saw at the top of the show a little bit, Priest wants nothing to do with Brian Cage. He walked out when Cage was assaulting Young and Dane. He wanted nothing to do with the Machine. Killian Dane, though, is going to have plenty to do with the Machine right now. The former NXT champion locking in the ring with the former NXT Tag Team champion. And here they go unloading away on one another right from the get-go. Cage in, Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, what a hip toss. Brian Cage from the get-go, unloading here on Killian Dane. Cage already feeling that confidence that brought him to the dance, that brought him to that title. Look out though, almost right into the path of Killian Dane, who seeks an electric chair, but a great counter from Brian Cage gets him out of trouble there, and a Saito suplex comes in from him as well. Eric Young is watching on, but he doesn't seem like a man who's all that interested in trying to get in the face of Cage. Look at this now, he's almost hiding behind Damian Priest here. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's certainly what's happened. Cage now going outside of the ring, and look at that. Priest and Young backing up there. They want nothing to do with Brian Cage, who brings Dane back in the ring, but there is fear. There is fear certainly being illustrated from Eric Young thus far, and even maybe from Priest. I don't know if it's fear from Priest or if it's intelligence, but he doesn't want to get involved with Brian Cage because he has already seen what could come his way if he dares try. Killian Dane, however, trying his might here with Cage. German suplex on the machine. Cage still yet to be pinned or submitted in this universe. Oh! And showing why that's the case. A thunderous lariat takes apart Killian Dane. Diving headbutt from the top rope takes him down once more as well. Eric Young trying to get in the face. I don't know how wise of a decision that is, considering what Brian Cage has done to him now 3 times in a row. Cage counters Dane there. New is incoming. Discus clothesline from Cage. And he is looking to wrap this one up. Brings him away from sanity. And will bring Killian Dane in to feel the wrath of the machine. And the wrath of Weapon X. Cover made by Brian Cage. This one long over. Eric Young and Damian Priest, they wanted nothing to do with Brian Cage. They were okay with standing back and staying away from him. Well, this Sunday at Fastlane, there is no standing back, there is no staying away. For Eric Young, he has to get in that ring with the machine, he has to face him, and he has to be prepared to be dismantled by him. Brian Cage, your winner, to the surprise of no one. On the flip side of that destructive hardcore match, shall we call it, that it will be between Eric Young and Brian Cage. It will be destructive for one side far more than the other. Coming up right now, it is a women's tag team matchup for us, and it is leading into the women's championship match itself at Fastlane. The Riot squad, more particularly Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, on the left and right respectively, will be taking on the #1 contender and the Smackdown Women's Champion herself in this one, that being Asuka and Paige. Riot squad would certainly like to make things a little bit easier for Ruby Riot's potential hopes of getting another opportunity at that title, and of course would like to throw caution in the wind, really, and like to throw a little bit of chaos in the air and really kind of have the minds of Paige and Asuka second guessing themselves to the best of their abilities heading into their title match of Fastlane. Their title match, one in many ways, is the same as what we're going to get between CM Punk and Kazuchika Okada. There isn't really an underhanded disrespect. There isn't really any issues between either side. They both just want to be the champion, and if that means they have to beat one another, if that means they have to show up the other on the evening to do so, then so be it. We saw it last week on 2 weeks ago on SmackDown Live now, when it looked like Paige was about to be the victim of an assault courtesy of the Riot squad. Asuka came down to make the save on Paige, and I said it then. She made the save whether Paige wanted it or not. And I do wonder if Paige wanted it or not. She probably didn't. She might have appreciated it, but she probably didn't want it to be Asuka coming to the rescue. Asuka maybe just trying to slip in those little mind games here and there, try and deceive Paige a little bit, try and ease her up a little bit, and then once we get in the ring, remember, you're locking horns with the Empress herself, with a former Raw Women's Champion. Asuka is a very dangerous athlete in that ring. The Riot Squad are going to learn that here tonight. Paige is going to learn it at Fastlane. I do believe that is going to be one of those title matches that is going to be as maybe all of the title matches at Fastlane, just too close to call. I could realistically believe it being the case where between Paige and Asuka, either of them can walk out with the win. Absolutely the case, in my opinion. But we will see about that one. Right now, though, all the attention at ringside from the Riot Squad and from Asuka herself turns towards Paige. She makes her way out this evening. The target on her shoulder, the target that Asuka is looking to take away from her at Fastlane. Can she do it then? We'll find out, because right now they have to work together to take apart the Riot Squad. I mean, the advantage for them, I guess, is that it's Morgan and Logan, and that Riot isn't in the ring, so if there were any disagreements, Ruby Riot would absolutely take advantage of that situation. Will the same happen, though, for Morgan and Logan? I'm a little bit skeptical on that one, I think the best way of saying it is, but you never know what could happen. These two women might not be able to agree with one another, might cause themselves huge troubles, and the Riot Squad might walk out with a win on either the number one contender or the champion herself. It's going to be Sarah Logan and Asuka to start us off here. Side headlock. Switch there by Sarah Logan into a seated side headlock. Now Asuka will come back with one of her own here, so we'll see what's going to happen between Asuka and Paige as this matchup goes on. Are they going to be able to work together between the bells? But once that bell rings, it's right back to the mentality of we're facing at Fastlane and you are my enemy. We'll find out. But right now, Asuka trying to go to work on Sarah Logan here. It's business as usual for the Riot Squad. Maybe even a little bit more so. What with them sharing the ring with the two biggest names in the Smackdown Women's division right now. Both of them, of course, looking to claim that prize. And the Riot Squad looking to throw a wrench in the works and maybe try and get their leader in Ruby Riot somewhere towards that title in the future. Nice clothesline there from Sarah Logan. Over to rock Asuka for a 1 count. Asuka comes back there with a nice right hand, however, sending her into the turnbuckle. This will be the test of if they work together or not. Seems so. Tag is made with little fuss. Double back elbow as Paige is the legal woman in this contest now. Sarah Logan taken off the mat there. Hard forearm shot, and down goes Sarah Logan as well. Back elbow, counter made there by Logan. Sends Paige into the turnbuckle now. Liv Morgan will get the tag in here. From the second rope. Double axe handle down on the arm of Paige there. Liv will be looking for revenge as well. 2 weeks ago, of course, on Smackdown Live, she tapped out to the cloverleaf from Paige, which led into that save, shall we call it, from Asuka. We don't know if they were going to make the jump on Paige or not, but what we do know is that Asuka was there at the right time to stop that from happening. Nice arm drag there from Liv Morgan. Cover made. You're looking to put her away, but it is a 2 count. Morgan, though, has control. Liv looking to try and keep things going here. Paige does come up with a counter. Hot forearm shot. Liv comes off her feet here. Into the turnbuckle. No! Faking her out and brings her back with a devastating headbutt there. Elbow in the chest as well. Champion just looking to put the pieces together and make things work here. Hammerlock here on Liv. Oh, she elbows her way out of that one. Good work from Liv there. Irish whip now and shield fake. Paige out with a nice hurricanrana. Ruby Riot just watching on, not getting involved here, just keeping her eye on the champion and the challenger, realizing that she may well have a claim to that title if her Riot Squad can get the win here tonight. Tag made, in comes Sarah Logan now. Riot Squad are able to work together as a team here. Another double axe handle there. German suplex. Great evasion there by Paige to get out of the way. Hurricanrana takes Logan off her feet there. Nicely done indeed by Paige. That's why she is the Smackdown Women's Champion. Tag is made here. In comes Asuka. A lot of double axe handles on the arm being broken out of this one. The Empress now, the legal one in this contest. Michinoku driver. Leg is hooked. Covers made. They're going to put away Logan, but she gets the shoulder up in time. Oh! Devastating right hand there by Asuka. definitely looking to be the one to try and finish off this contest. I mean, it might be in her own reason to want to look for the victory over Paige so that her theme is playing, and it could be seen as a precursor to Fastlane. Those little things about Asuka that she likes to get into the head of her opponents with, that could be one of them. Try to make Logan tap out there with that STF, but it wasn't happening. Oh, headbutt in the ribs there by Sarah Logan. Talk about innovative offense, that was certainly some of it. Tag made here. Liv Morgan now. Legal again. Good tags from the Riot Squad in this contest as a big boot rains down. Liv Morgan can't capitalize, however. Asuka always on her feet and ready to make something happen. Good Hurricanrana there. Now in the corner, she puts Paige. So he puts Morgan, tag mate into Paige. Once again, champion and challenger able to work together with one another. Maybe a little bit surprisingly, it does have to be said, as Paige continues to go to work here. Backhand chop, forearm shot misses there. Liv Morgan gets out of the way. She's definitely looking for a revenge, but that might be taken away from her. Roll up here, roll up, made from Paige. Oh, 2 count. Liv Morgan almost put away there, but she stays up on her feet. Comes in with a forearm shot that takes the champion off her feet. Liv now sending Paige into the corner again. There has been a lot of tags between the Riot Squad in this contest. There's another one now. A lot of tag team offense being broken out by this side. Asuka holding up the arm for the tag. There's Sarah Logan watching her for a moment on, almost taunting her, knowing that she wasn't going to let her make that tag into Asuka. Looks for the right hand. Paige comes back with one of her own. And look out now. Sarah Logan, something about to feel. The Rampage DDT. It came out of the blue. The leg is hooked by Paige. And the champion and challenger are victorious in this one. Paige and Asuka get the win. A look over there made by Paige. And the stare down begins. The pieces are between these two women. Fastlane beckons them. Well, in what has been one of the more surprising things to be witnessing week in and week out on Smackdown Live as of late has been this man, Mojo Rawley, with his consistent assaults on Kevin Owens week in and week out. Eventually, last week it all kind of caught up with Mojo Rawley as he was informing us why he does what he does. He said he did it for a friend who Kevin Owens had gone on the wrong side of. Kevin Owens said that he had friends of his own, and he wasn't kidding. Sami Zayn coming to the aid of Mojo Rawley, making his debut on Smackdown Live, and telling Mojo that whoever his friend is, he has Owens and Zayn to deal with now. And then we hear it from Kevin Owens himself at Fastlane. Kevin Owens will finally get his hands on Mojo Rawley in a one-on-one contest. But as for tonight, it is Mojo Rawley who goes one-on-one here against Sami Zayn. This friend of Mojo certainly nowhere to be seen. But you know that Sami Zayn's friend is going to be here with him. Zayn and Owens out as a duo here tonight. And the crowd happy to see him as well. This is going to be Sami Zayn's first match on Smackdown Live in a long, long time. But he looks happy to be here nonetheless. Zayn geared up and ready to go. Of course, he asked for his trade from Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago now. He got it. Samoa Joe went the other way, and now here he is on SmackDown Live, reunited with his friend, with his tag team partner, whatever you want to call him, in Kevin Owens. Now we wait to see what will happen in this ring when Sami Zayn and Mojo Rawley lock horns. Zayn, of course, will be looking to kickstart his SmackDown career off in the best way possible, and he'll be looking to do Kevin Owens a favor heading into that match at Fastlane. Mojo Rawley stands alone. Sami Zayn has backup. Here we go. Bell rings and we are underway here. Crowd chanting early on for Sami Zayn. Here in the corner, he looks to fly. Mojo moves out of the way. And it's time to see what Mojo Rawley can do in this ring. Time to see what he'll do that can really kind of put Zayn on the back foot or give Kevin Owens something to look at and analyze heading into their upcoming contest. It's this Sunday. Good counter made there by Sami Zayn. Knee on the top of the head. Pop-up drop kick from Zayn. Mojo Rawley goes down to it. It's Zayn's job to just make things happen here. It's Zayn's job to make life easy for Kevin Owens heading into Fastlane, and to show to Mojo Rawley that whatever friend he has backing him up, or he's backing up rather, that friend's going to need to come to the aid of Mojo at Fastlane. Right now though, Mojo putting in some heavy back elbows there into the side of the head of Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens, I wonder, is he doing all that he can to try and almost refrain himself from getting involved in this contest? Or is he just watching, analyzing? Is that what the four-time world champion is doing? Down now. In comes... Oh! Right down in the kneecap there. Vicious impact for Sami Zayn to endure. Mojo Rawley now just doing what's necessary of him. Chinlock applied here. Kevin Owens we see watching on right now as it's locked in. Mojo a big man, a tall man as well. He's got this locked in pretty tight on Sami Zayn. Look out. Jawbreaker from Zayn though. And he gets himself slipping out of that hold. Zayn now able to open up with a bit more offense maybe. Forearm. Rocked him up against the ropes. Has the arm here. Oh! Big thud in that forearm. Look out now. Mojo from behind. Back suplex. That arm draped over the chest. Makes it an even worse landing for Sami Zayn there, as Mojo Rawley just demonstrating his strength right here, right now. Look out. Twisting full Nelson slam from Mojo. Could that be what puts away Sami Zayn here this evening? Covers made. Shoulders up in time. Mojo certainly showing, though, that he is no pushover. That he is certainly able to do damage in this ring, and this is why Kevin Owens has been on the receiving end of so many beatdowns from Mojo Rawley, both in and out of the ring, as Sami Zayn comes in with a big tilt-to-go backbreaker there. See what will happen now. Lifts him up to his feet here. Zayn sends Mojo into the turnbuckle. Mojo on the back foot again. Here's Sami Zayn doing all that he can to assist his friend in this contest. Look out. Huge tornado DDT from Zayn. Sprints into the cover. Hooks the leg right in front of Owens to put away Mojo Rawley. Oh, the shoulders up in time. What a move from Zayn there, though. Mojo far from done, as we can see. Quick to get back up to his feet as well. Hot chop in the chest now. In the corner we go. Right hands raining down here from Sami Zayn on the head of Mojo. Mojo pushes him away, however. And swept the leg out from underneath him there. And Mojo feeling oh so confident as well, as he expresses it in its fullest extent. Knee in the gut now from Mojo. And again. That counter there, taking out the leg of Sami Zayn, has taken out all the momentum from Zayn as well, and it's suddenly going the way of Mojo Rawley. Double axe handle, uppercut it almost looked like there. Mojo just brutalizing Sami Zayn now. Just wearing him down, just making him hurt. Let's see what will happen here. Zayn counters there, however. Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb. No, the counter's made by Mojo. Big counter made from him, as well as his weight came down across the chest of Zayn. Hang on a minute! Who in the hell? Who the hell is that? A masked man! He jumps Owens at ringside. Hello, Mojo in the ring, planting his weight down on the chest of Sami Zayn. Mojo wins! And that masked man is getting the hell out of here. I think that may have been the friend that Mojo Rawley was on about. There was nothing to indicate who that guy could have been, but both Zayn and Owens are down and out from it. Mojo wins, and he proves he ain't alone heading into Fastlane. Well, there was plenty that just happened in the blink of an eye there. Mojo Rawley does have a backup. He does have a friend he's looking out for, because that friend took out Kevin Owens while he took out Sami Zayn, and then backstage we heard it between them. CM Punk and Kazuchika Okada with respect for one another, but at the same time saying that they're going to be leaving with the win. Well, coming up right now, folks, it is time for singles action, non-title action, and a rematch from SummerSlam here tonight as Ricochet goes one-on-one with the Switchblade Jay White. Both these guys have big matches coming their way at Fastlane. We know that Ricochet is going to be taking on Kota Ibushi in a straight one-on-one contest. If there are no saviors at ringside, Gulak and Strong won't be there. If Ibushi wins, he'll get his closure on this whole thing. If Ricochet wins, Ibushi must join the Saviors. Jay White, of course, will be going one-on-one against Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. And we will be looking forward to that matchup as well. But let's be real here. White has he has a big focus on his head here because of what happened at SummerSlam. He very nearly lost the Intercontinental title to Ricochet. But Ricochet has to be focused here this evening as well, because he knows how important this win is for him if he can get it heading into Fastlane. He also needs to keep an eye out so that what happened at SummerSlam doesn't rear its ugly head here tonight in his case, and that is, of course, Ibushi showing up and costing Ricochet the match here tonight. Definitely won't want it to end up that way. Jay White, I imagine, will be looking to maybe hope that it does end up that way again. Here comes the Switchblade, however, towards the ring. Looking for that next title defense against Dean Ambrose coming up for him on Sunday. Can the Switchblade lead with a big win there and continue to solidify his reign as the Intercontinental Champion? I think we're going to be finding out, but as for right now, Jay White needs to remain focused and locked in on this contest with Ricochet here this evening. So, it is about that, what happened at SummerSlam for Jay White. He was very, very close to losing that Intercontinental title. If Ibushi hadn't shown up, I don't think there is anything to suggest that White would have left SummerSlam with the Intercontinental title. He did, give him credit for that, but how much of that does he owe towards Kota Ibushi? Obviously, there'll be no Ibushi to assist him this upcoming pay-per-view event with himself and Ambrose, but that is a different kettle of fish compared to Ricochet. He is focused on Ricochet here this evening. And Ricochet, what is he more focused on, though, is the question right now. Is he more focused on Kota Ibushi, or is he more focused on Jay White right now? If he's more focused on Ibushi, he may lose this contest. If he's more focused on White, he might well win it, but you never know what Ibushi could try and make happen in this contest. Bell rings are underway between these two men. Ricochet still feels the sour of the defeat from SummerSlam as these two guys are wasting little time in throwing down with one another. Singlet hook suplex there from Jay White early on. Let's see what will happen now between these two as this contest continues, as this contest builds up here. Great counter from Ricochet. Oh! Don't think I've ever seen that from the leader of the Saviors. What a tremendous move from Ricochet there. And now, backslide driver from Ricochet. Plants Jay White into the mat. Covers made early on here. 2 count on the Intercontinental Champion. Ricochet coming out of the gates there with some huge offense. As fast-paced as always is Ricochet. Canamate here by Jay White, however, who pushes him away. It's great that we'll finally be getting closure on this 6-month-long tale, really, between Ricochet and Ibushi. Ibushi was out for a number of months with injury, but we still all remember the moment that happened at WrestleMania when Ricochet turned his back on Kota Ibushi and walked out on him. From that moment on, he's been calling himself the Savior of Smackdown Live, but right now, the Savior will take flight! Onto the Switchblade! Recruited Drew Gulak and Roderick Strong into his midst as well, following up from the draft after WrestleMania, and since then he's been talking about how he's here to cleanse, how he's here to save people. We still don't really know what Ricochet's message is. He just goes around saying that he wants to save people. But not in a good light from what we've gathered. He wants people to almost fall for his cult-like mentality. Not in the way if he's trying to help people out. Look out now. Lion Tamer from Ricochet. That is an agonizing hold for the Switchblade to be locked in here. Look out now. Great countermate by Jay White, who of course will be looking to get a big win here, as I said, gearing up to his contest with Dean Ambrose. It's important that he does make that happen. Big German suplex there by White. Right hand as well comes in from Jay White here. He's now opening up with some offense of his own off the ropes here. Ricochet and then collides together, but White able to keep momentum going here. Hard chops. And a nice back suplex takes Ricochet off his feet. Jay White turning the match around into his favor here. Gulak with a close eye on it there. Not too sure what Jay White was looking for, maybe considering Kiwi Crusher. Ricochet counters, moonsault dropkick, as he will now take himself to the top rope here. What's a Savior Smackdown Live got in store? Phoenix Splash! One of the signature moves of Kota Ibushi, no less. Now Jay White is in off of countering it. Kiwi Crusher from White. Has he put away Ricochet this evening? Oh no, the shoulder's up at 2. And Jay White still has the opportunity in front of him. Hard uppercut in the corner from Jay White here. Lining himself up, getting closer and closer towards maybe putting this contest away in a fairly quick manner ahead of Fastlane, and serving a significant dent to Ricochet as well ahead of his contest with Ibushi. Look out now on the outside. Springboard 450. Jay White moved out of the way there. And in he comes now. Brainbuster on Ricochet. Nailed all of it. Leg is hooked as the Switchblade beat the Savior. It's only enough for one. And these guys picking up exactly where they left off at SummerSlam. It's almost as if when the bell rung, the match resumed, because they haven't skimped out and haven't wasted any time getting right back at one another here. Look out now. Downward spiral from Ricochet. Could that lead into the save yourself? Could that lead into the win? He has him up against the ropes. Oh, if he was looking for it. It's a big counter made by Jay White. Big counter made by Ricochet as well. Springboard uppercut back in the ring. What a fast-paced match this has been thus far. Super kick from Ricochet. And there is blood on the Switchblade. This, all it's doing, is serving to help Dean Ambrose heading into the contest at Fastlane. Jay White must know that, and he has to try and turn that around here. White in, big knee drop down on Ricochet there. Jay White doing all that he can to try and keep him down here. The blood fired up White a little bit more. White in position maybe. And he's going to look to put things away. He's going to look for Blade Runner. Hang on though. Drew Gulak at ringside. Gulak trying to intervene. White falling for the distraction. Ricochet comes in. Backslide from Ricochet. Backslide on Jay White. Ricochet just beat the Intercontinental Champion. Strength in numbers for the Saviors. And Ricochet plucks out a win on Jay White. He gets a win that he won't be getting this Sunday at Fastlane, but with the Saviors at ringside, he is able to defeat the Intercontinental Champion. Can he do it on his own when he faces Ibushi at Fastlane? And what does this mean for Jay White heading into his contest with Dean Ambrose? A number of questions to be asked there, but one question will be, is this the final time these two men have to lock horns with one another? Bad Luck Fale, Finn Bálor, our main event of the evening. Up next. It has been a long-told story now between these two sides. The Originals and Finn Bálor, and it culminates this Sunday at Fastlane. AJ Styles will team with Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, as Finn Bálor will team with the WWE Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They will go up against the Originals. One more time, both Styles and Balor said it themselves. This is the end. This is the closure. This is what is necessary to finish things off. And now they look to see if they can make that happen. Both sides clamoring for that victory at Fastlane. Both sides want to beat the other. They want to leave knowing they won this month-long rivalry. Balor said it himself, there's no demon coming his way at Fastlane. It is straight between Finn Bálor and AJ Styles. And of course, with the Gorillas of Destiny and the Good Brothers there as well, it's going to culminate in an absolute war at Fastlane. But we right now prepare for the arrival of the man at the center, the attention of this all, formerly of the Originals, and this Sunday looks to bring them down in one foul swoop. Finn Bálor makes his way towards the ring as he looks to gear up against Fale, the man who previously was almost his bodyguard in many ways, when it seemed as if Finn Bálor was the leader of the Originals. These two men have met a number of times now since what happened at Money in the Bank, when even though Finn Bálor beat AJ Styles and it looked as if Balor was going to be the one to have the permanent control of the Originals, everyone turned their back on him. And that told the story that Finn Bálor is now all on his own. But this Sunday, he's not alone. He comes in with backup. He comes in with support. He comes in with the Good Brothers. And it is going to be a one-night reunion for that side as they go up against AJ Styles and the Gorillas of Destiny. It's going to be a six-man tag war at Fastlane. Make no mistake about it, it's going to be a fight to remember. And a fight that I would even go as far as saying, if I was Smackdown General Manager Christian James, I'd put it at the main event. I really would, because this is what has encapsulated Smackdown Live now since May. For so many months now, it has encapsulated Smackdown Live. It comes to its closure at Fastlane. We all hope it does, so that we can turn a new page on Smackdown Live, so we can open a new chapter in both sides' careers. And maybe the only place to call for that closure is the main event itself of Fastlane. Balor right now, though, as focused as he wants to be on Fastlane, he has to be focused on Fale here tonight. He knows he can't underestimate him. He knows he comes in with an incredible striking disadvantage and an incredible size disadvantage as well. But he is coming out of the gates right away with Albuquerque cheering him on to go right after Bad Luck Fale here. Trying to come out of the gates and go right after him. Fale comes up with a quick counter, though, knee in the gut. Brutal double axe handle to Finn Bálor here. And I wonder, is Balor coming up on his own here with no Good Brothers by his side? Is that going to pave its way as a disadvantage? Oh, well, he's already at a disadvantage as Fale throws him away. Spear from the underboss as well. Cover made, but the shoulders up at one. Fale right now, though, going to work here. Samoan drop from Fale comes down on Balor. And that is a lot of weight coming down on Finn Bálor as well, as the shots come in now from Fale, who throws Balor across the ring like he's nothing. This is what AJ Styles wants. This is what the Originals want. They want a Finn Bálor that isn't at 100%. They want a Finn Bálor that isn't at his top game. So they know when they lock horns at Fastlane, Balor will be hurt, Balor will be in pain from what Fale did, and they can use that to their advantage and try and leave with the win. Up on the shoulders now. Another Samoan drop. It looks like the ribs maybe are the target for Fale in this contest. Styles watching on eagerly. Oh, I thought that might have been a powerbomb there. Instead, the head smacked together there, and painful impact into the mat, or into the knees rather, for Balor. That's a painful impact into the mat though. Sidewalk slam, and again the back seems to be priority in this one for Bad Luck Fale, just working it down here. Chopping on the shoulders there. This is all Fale right now, which is not what Finn Bálor wants. Just stays away from Fastlane. Good forearm there from Finn Bálor. Comes in with a few quick shots. In comes Balor now. Booted to the chest. And can the leader of Balor Club make things happen here? Flying forearm, no, discus forearm rather. Fale counters. Holding him, choking him now. In position. Oh! Brutal shot in the ribs there. Right hand, look out. Dumping him into the ropes. And face first into the mat. These two guys used to be the closest of allies with one another. And now they just have no respect at all. You'd swear they were rivals from day one. As Fale charges into Balor and knocks him off his feet. That's what AJ Styles has done to the originals, turning them all against Finn Bálor. Look out now, Boston Crab. The damage is really being done on the back here of Finn Bálor throughout this contest. The number is being done on him. Fale doing what is asked of him, doing what is necessary of him here to hurt Finn Bálor, heading into Fastlane. Balor won't back down. He'll keep on fighting as much as he can. Hurricanrana takes Fale off his feet. Balor going to take things to the top rope here. Will this be a smart move from Balor? Up high, elbow drop, no one's home. No one's home for that one. Oh no, Fale on the shoulders. Bad Luck Fale. He threw Finn Bálor across the ring like he was nothing. AJ Styles is jumping like a kid on the outside. The leg is hooked by Fale. The cover's made, but Balor kicks out in time. No way was Finn Bálor looking to stay down there, trying to stay up on his feet as much as possible, but quickly being taken back off it there by Fale. How much damage is being done to Balor, to the organs, to the ribs, to the back of Finn Bálor, heading into that match at Fastlane. Is it wise to even just sit down and just let Fale finish you off? Balor, though, he just can't back down from a fight anymore, especially when it's against the originals. Sling blade from Balor. In the corner now, Finn Bálor finding fight, finding right in him. Basement dropkick on Fale. And looks over at AJ Styles as he connected with it as well. To the top rope goes Finn Bálor now. In he comes. This time he gets the elbow drop. And he keeps going to work here. Balor has him set up in position. Look out. Lining him up. Shotgun dropkick from Balor. That could be the beginning of the end. That could be what puts away Fale here tonight and gives Balor the win heading into Fastlane. Coup de grano. Fale evaded. Rolled out of the way. Back suplex. And the fight suddenly fades again from Finn Bálor. Huge left hand. Balor, though, up on his feet and still going from behind, face first, bulldog. Fale's not the one who Balor has to worry about at Fastlane, though. It's not Fale who's going to be in that six-man tag. It's going to be AJ Styles. It's going to be the Gorillas of Destiny. That is what they need to be focused on. That is what Balor needs to be focused on. How much does he want to spend putting his body on the line against Fale? How many more times does he want to get a punch right into his ribs? How much more punishment is he willing to take on a match that almost doesn't matter heading into Fastlane? But Fale keeps on going here with the brutal punishment in the middle of the ring now. What's Fale going to do here? Nerve grip on Fale. Applying the grip there, trying to trap a nerve in the shoulder of Finn Bálor. Trying to make that right arm essentially unusable. Balor, though, slips his way out of it quickly. AJ Styles starting to show signs of frustration on the outside. He wanted this matchup finished a long time ago. The question will be, will AJ Styles get himself involved in this match in one way or another. We've seen him do it over the last number of weeks, and Fale as well. Between the matchup between Balor and Punk a few weeks ago. Sling blade there for Balor. Fale getting involved when Balor and Styles squared off as well. In the corner we go now. Balor again, lining himself up. He knows the end could be on its way. He just needs to finish off Fale. Another shotgun dropkick. Drags him to the middle of the ring. Not looking for the coup de grace, however. Tope back into the ring. And now he'll take himself to the top rope again. He will look for the coup de grace once more. No, he won't. Tried for the elbow drop, maybe trying to fake out Fale. Didn't work. Fale still was able to move out of the way and hit a big sidewalk slam on Balor. Balor just tearing himself apart in this main event, and for what is the question? And for what? But no matter what I say, Balor simply isn't going to give in here. He wants to keep on tearing apart Fale, even if it means tearing apart himself. He hates this man. Fale hates him in return. Fale has Balor here. Wait a minute on the outside. AJ Styles removing the jacket and grabbing a chair. This can't be happening. Styles getting in the ring. Balor counters. Oh, the chair goes into Fale's face. It backfired. The plan backfired. Styles was already swinging for the fences and he caught Fale. He didn't catch Balor. Sent out of the ring. Pele kick. AJ Styles had a chair knocked into his face. So too did Fale. Styles down on the outside. Coup de grace from Balor. Balor with the coup de grace. Finn Bálor beats Bad Luck Fale. AJ Styles tried to cost him the match. The plan went against him. And victory goes the way of Finn Bálor. Balor, your winner this evening, heading into Fastlane. The plan didn't work for the originals. And Balor celebrates victory. Oh, hang on. The war is on. The war is on backstage. Tama Tonga and Carl Anderson. They're throwing down with one another. Backstage, yeah, the fight has broken out. And this is not the only fight that's broken out back here. Now, on the other side of the backstage area, Tangaloa, Luke Gallows, they're throwing down as well. It's all coming to a head at Fastlane. Everything gonna be put together here. It'll all be in one ring, and it'll all be chaos. It's all throwing apart backstage, and there's more chaos in the ring. Styles and Balor. Styles trying to jump Balor, and the fight is on now between these two men. They despise one another. 6 men, 1 ring, 1 pay-per-view at Fastlane. Balor sends Styles to the outside. Balor comes in with an elbow drop. Fastlane beckons the end.